So, yeah, pretty much because I want to continue this conversation because I feel like this is something relevant to, like, almost all New England Melee. Any, like, aspiring better player, right? You can learn a lot from this. And, like, I feel like not a lot of people pick your brain. I feel like I've never seen you in, like, an interview or anything. I don't know. That's just me.
Yeah, I feel like I'm too cool for interviews most of the time, but
That is the most Crush thing I've ever heard you fucking say. Holy shit.
no, I'm like half joking.
I know you are because, like, he's like, I'm too cool to do interviews. Right? But, like, that's so Crush. All right. So I was saying how I literally feel like I sat here for about 2 hours and watched you hold center stage and back air people. So let's talk about that.
I'm all about center stage. I'm all about the neutral game. That's
Yeah.
my thing. I feel like
because you always act like, oh yeah, like, you know, my punches are so sick, right? I'm so dope. And then literally I saw you do nothing but really disciplined gameplay, and it's so different from the way you act. I feel like sometimes.
yeah,
Right?
that's kind of true. I do way more combos and play way more aggressive in friendlies, but I'm not as good at it in tournament. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not like great. Like sometimes I'll mess up wave shines in tournament or stuff like that, so I kind of have to play center stage. But I know like just holding center stage and trying to play like really using the options in the neutral game that don't get you a big reward over and over again. That's kind of what I do.
Just kind of grind them out. Yeah.
But I don't think that's like, well, I guess it's a good way to play, but I think it's better if I like play more aggressive sometimes, and I do better when I do.
So
that
it's like
way.
there's like an on and off switch, right?
Yeah, you have to mix.
Because I feel like you're almost
up,
actually surprisingly. I feel like when I watch you play, you're for the most part pretty like you're just off in terms of not off in terms of gameplay, but off in terms of your aggression.
I'm definitely not like that.
Because then sometimes you have like a lead or like because like sometimes right when you pin someone in the corner, you know sometimes you'll see people go in, right? And it's not always a bad thing to just stay in the center, but it's also a good thing sometimes just try and blow up your lead when you know you can get a hit, right?
Yeah, and even in general, even if you don't have a lead, I think that like putting pressure on people in the corner is really important, and that's something that I'm trying to get better at.
Okay.
When I played Macari, the first game was pretty close, and the second game, I guess the second game was technically closer, but I was like playing better and doing better.
I thought so too, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, and that was because I was like, he likes to like really stay in the corner and try to use like delayed forward airs in the corner, and he
jumped a lot.
He likes to dash. A lot of Marth players like. I don't think it's a good way to play, but a lot of Marth players like to abuse the fact that people won't cover the very corner of the stage.
Yeah.
And like you see the Moon, he'll almost always when he gets up from the ledge, he'll do like a ledge hop waveland at the very corner, not the diagonal one, but the one straight down in the corner.
Yeah,
and then he does like an auto cancel nair, and then if that doesn't work, he just like doesn't know what to do. He just
he's kind of like
spot dodges. Yeah, but yeah,
I jumped this Marth. What do I do?
Yeah, I think that in the Mewtwo King like bases a lot of his gameplay around doing that.
Mewtwo
stuff.
King is so
Mewtwo King,
good.
He'll do that double jump back air, like that loop thing, and you see like Swedish Delight beats him just by running up and down tilting.
But I also think that like Mewtwo King's like movement in the corner, like he uses that like little space so well sometimes, especially like in his Gimp situation, for example. And so one of my criticisms of Macari in your set was that I saw him kind of jumping a lot and like trying to like he was clearly trying to get to the center of the stage. He's like, and then eventually you start hitting him, right? He stops dash dancing more, right? He starts getting a little more like tilted, I guess you could kind of say. So I don't know. I think that you kind of just went off that, you know.
Yeah, I definitely think that you can get a lot of mileage off of being good in like that space in the corner, but I think it's like very beatable, and that's why you see Mewtwo King lose to so many just Fox players that are like on point because it's not like I don't think it's like a great strategy.
Yeah, because Mewtwo King was able to make a career off that corner, right? He's been able to make that happen, but as people get cleaner,
it seems like these days it seems like any like clean like top 30 player that like really plays on point is like beating Mewtwo King.
Yeah. Also, another point I noticed.
Mewtwo King's way better than me at Melee, though, so...
Yeah, what are you going to do? But I saw another big point. A lot of people, when they come off the ledge, right, they usually hit their opponent, or maybe they just hold shield. Literally, I saw you, like 5 times, fucking ledge dash, run to the center of the stage.
Yeah,
under your opponent.
That's one of the...
No one does that!
I'm better at ledge dashing than I am at short hopping. It's pretty funny.
Okay.
Yeah, I got recently, like the past like 2 or 3 months, I could always do it like almost every time.
Right, but like versus there's like now it's super
like
clean versus
I'm doing it all the time. Yeah,
Okay.
like at the Invitational, I just did it every single time.
Just ledge dash into the stage.
Yeah,
you get there. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know, man. Your sets with Mafia, man. I feel like there's just he needs. I feel like I said this on stream in one of your matches. If you're not better than Crush, if you don't honestly dash dance against Crush, you're not beating him. You know what I mean? Unless and like maybe you'll randomly get upset by like someone who happens to clip you a few times, right? And then they get like a sick punish off and they win. But for the most part, I feel like even when you lose, your neutral game is still there. So when you have a good neutral, you can always bring it back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you're the player with the better neutral in this situation, you're usually like, you have the chance to win any set. You can win anything with that.
Yeah, that's definitely true. I use a lot of like low risk options, and so that's sometimes why. Like if you see Mafia play, like he'll do like really risky dash attacks.
Full hop, yeah.
But like that's different. That's gonna work less, but that it gets him like a huge punish every time he does get a hit. So it's like a different way of playing.
Dynamic, yeah.
But yeah, ledge hop laser lands. I started doing those.
Ledge hop laser.
I'm not that
lands?
great at them yet, but
what is that?
It's if you basically when you laser in midair, like your collision box in your feet goes down.
Yeah,
so
I heard about
when
that.
you're off the ledge, you get more invincibility if you do instead of wave landing on the platform or just doing a regular jump on the platform. I was a big fan of just like double jumping to the platform and not wave landing and then jumping to the top platform. But if you do it with a laser,
that's the safest thing I've ever heard.
Sheik can back air you, and you just go through it because you have more. You have like 4 more frames of invincibility or something. Yeah.
Well, anyway, Crush. Anything else you want to say? Shout out to the stream. If you guys have any questions, feel free to tweet at him, I guess. But
shout outs to Colin Bolt.
Oh fuck! I love him, dude. He's so cool.
Yeah.
We don't hear.
That's it.
I don't know. We don't get to hear you talk a lot besides your Twitter. And then on your Twitter, we all know what that's like. Not actually getting.
No, I'm the same person on Twitter and in real life.
Except right now, I feel like I'm actually talking to you.
The media tried to portray me the wrong way.
Dude, that's because you portray yourself the right way.
No,
okay, fair enough.
Right.
I'll take your word for it.
Okay.
Take care,
Thanks.
Crush. Hope to see you make big mileage later on.